Hello, this is Samsai again, and welcome back to Quern Undying Thoughts. So, we will definitely be continuing from where we left off, and let's hope, to whatever deities there are, that the game does not crash. There we go, the game has finally loaded. The game has been patched since last time we played, but one thing they surely haven't improved upon is the loading times. I can very easily check all of my social medias before, when I start loading this game up. Also,
I wouldn't try jumping if I were you. He couldn't control everything after all. I remember when this bridge collapsed not long before you came. It's a relief to see how time and nature together could outplay even him. How an unforeseen accident can ruin a life's work. I can't deny that his failure brings me joy. Unfortunately, I still need you to stay on his path. I think I may be able to guide you through, but first, I need to show you something. Now, follow me.
Follow you. Okay, let's trust you for a sec. Okay, thank God.
Don't look down.
Okay, I will refrain from looking down. I'll just look right directly
Just
at
follow
you.
me.
Yep, will do.
Trust me.
Well, so far so good.
No
That's
need
all
to
I'm
hurry.
going to say. How about what if I want to? I actually
You
cannot
must
sprint.
Trust me.
Yeah, I mean at this point turning back would be kinda senseless.
This path leads to our sanctuary. He removed the crystals to darken these tunnels. Let's have some light. I suppose
okay.
he wanted to hide this place from you. It's not far from here.
Okay, I will believe you. Let's hope that this turns out all right. Okay, well there's a keyhole rather. I have a key, but I'm not sure if it's yeah, it doesn't go there. Okay, is this a puzzle? Possibly. Okay, I'm not sure if I... Let me use that alt trick again. Yep, there we go. That works. Doesn't look like... Well, there is something there. But let's follow you. But I imagine
brought
you...
him here once too. Surprisingly, it is one of the only places he didn't ruin since then. But I doubt he kept it intact simply out of respect.
Okay, we have this. Not sure what that's all about, but it's crystals.
This is the place we once called the Great Hall of the Amajat, the Shrine of the Seekers. You must look around and find some blue crystal powder to cast into the fire.
I could make some. I have blue crystals. But I imagine throwing these in here doesn't actually work. Up, okay. That was a mistake.
Any blue crystal powder yet?
Don't rush me. I'm trying to figure this one out. Don't you worry. Ah, well that's the key that we need. And what could this possibly be?
We need blue crystal powder.
Yeah. Don't you worry. I got this. I think. Let's go check out that door. I think that might be the key to this situation. Yep, that That's an interesting door. I imagine it's just broken and it's not supposed to act like that. Oh. Okay then. So, do I have anything that I can... Oh. I think I see. Yes, indeed. How about I drop these crystals right here and then turn them into fine powder by releasing that. That should do it. Now let's take a look at the mess we made. Does it need to... Do we possibly need to work on that a little bit? Maybe. Let's try another strike. Okay, there we go. The system is a little bit slow to respond here. Let's try one more time, just for the hell of it. Okay, let's see if that has improved the situation. No, it still looks exactly like we saw before. Is there something that I need to, like, do with this? Oh. I think I understand now. So I had to leave that there and then drop it? Go. Go. Ah. Yeah, we had to turn it. Right.
Good.
Well, now...
Now use the crane up there to throw the powder into the fire.
Oh, I see. I can't just, like, pour it in. Might be dangerous. Maybe that's why I need to use the crane. No. Circular stairs. My bane. Okay. Alrighty. Do I just drop down? Oh.
Now, it is time I told you the story of my people. It is time you learned the truth about this world.
Oh, there we go. Answers.
Noble and prosperous civilization. They were people of peace, a thriving society of wisdom and art. Then, everything changed. At the dawn of the Third Age, we were attacked by the Shadows. Over the years, our colonies have fallen one by one. The Shadows have slaughtered our settlers without mercy. They filled our hearts with terrible fear. In the great halls of Unnatko, the capital city of our world, the Circle of Elders have chosen 3 of our best people. Roran, the most skilled warrior. Theodore, the brightest of all scholars. And a devoted shaman, me. We were called the Amajat, the Seekers. Our goal was to find a legendary place of great power, Quern. We embarked on a journey to face the unknown and to find what was hidden. This quest has forged a strong friendship between the three of us. Over the years, we visited countless worlds. We became exhausted and shattered under the weight of the responsibility. We learned that the shadows had reached the outer walls of Undying. We almost lost faith, but we couldn't stop. As we kept searching, we found a world that astonished all of us. This very world. Here, we found what we needed the most. Time. Time to find a way. A way to save our people. Our worries trapped us here, knowing that our home is only safe if we stay on this island. The search was over. We knew that finding this island in our time of need was not an accident. It gave us hope, and we started to believe that this world was Quern. Over centuries, we perfected our expertise. We, the Amajat, have become idols of strength, intellect, and discipline. But it was not enough. The infinite time we have been given made us obsessed with the overcoming urge to save our people. As we kept training and learning, pursuing power slowly became our only passion. We had risen above the boundaries of the body and mind. Eventually, we almost forgot the very principle of our mission. And then, I had a vision of our people. I saw their suffering. At that moment, I understand we had become the very power we were sent to search for. It was time for us to head home. I knew we were prepared. We were ready to face them. But the shadows were no longer my worst fear. I was afraid of what we had become. I was afraid of facing reality. We appeared at the edge of doom. Most of our great city was burning in flames. Undying, our home, was about to fall. And then, we vanquished our enemies. There was no fight. They couldn't fight back. We cleansed our city of the shadows. A war that had lasted years ended in seconds. We were the saviors. We were celebrated like gods. And that's exactly how we felt. But we knew that the people we saved were not really our people anymore. We no longer belonged here. We felt we were more. After witnessing our power, people lost their faith in the Council. We, the Amajat, have taken their place. But having fulfilled our destiny, the strong bond between the three of us started to fade. A new era has begun. The era of division and conflict. As our disagreements became stronger, we turned against each other. This caused the people to take sides. A war has erupted from within. A war we were too proud to stop. Chaos rumbled across the streets of Undying. We watched our once thriving society fall apart. Our home was destroyed. All because of us. Because of what we have become. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't bear the great emptiness I felt anymore. I left what remained of my world for one final journey. Following the path we once walked upon, I found Quern once again. But I did not come back for its power. I came back to face the curse that made me forget who I was. I spent centuries meditating on my past mistakes, trying to find a way to make up for what I'd done. By accepting the loss of all attachments that kept me in the physical world, I managed to ascend to a new form of existence. In this way, I will never lose myself again, and I can guard this place for eternity.
Well, that was a little bit surprising, actually. I didn't expect anything like that.
He didn't want you to know about our heritage. He didn't want you to see how the power of the island can ruin an entire civilization. He too wants to ignore it, but you must know the truth. He cannot accept the destructive power of this knowledge that he worships above all else. No civilization could contain this kind of power, especially not a single person. It is time for you to return to his path. I will meet you back at the entrance.
Okay, so basically the Dolmarians ended up in a civil war because 3 people became too powerful and basically shattered their previous system of government, basically. And like they were just too proud, too powerful. And they didn't really like understand how they accidentally, basically, after saving their people, tore themselves apart. And to be fair, this who's the guy again? The freaking Maythorn, yes. Maythorn also seems to be sort of becoming a little bit arrogant with his power. So I can totally like understand the viewpoint of the natives here, or rather native. I guess there are no other natives. There's only this one person. Okay, let's go.
You must continue following his guidance. I will help you get back on his path.
Please do.
He was the first person who found this island after we left. And you must be the last person to ever be here.
I suppose I'll try my best. As long as the puzzles remain doable. And actually, I feel like the game has sort of, as I've entered this sort of underground area, I feel like the puzzles have sort of... They are still tough, but they have become more manageable. And I think, like, overall, so far, I've had more... Like, I've been struggling more with finding all the necessary puzzle pieces rather than figuring out the actual puzzles. Though the puzzles have sometimes also eluded me a little bit.
To go alone now, but soon we will meet again.
Sure thing. Still not 100% sure what's the like following Maythorn's path. Like what is the reason for us doing this? Not really sure what that entity is trying to accomplish here. So do I just... Yeah, I figured there has to be more. Oh. I wonder if this is going to work. Ah. Okay, and let's grab this before we forget. Those buttons do nothing, okay. Lower mechanics. Is this possibly below the mechanics, or is this just a separate place entirely? Okay, so numbers, good to know. A reset button, a start button. At least this time the buttons are clearly labeled. And we have ABCs and... Okay, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later. Oh. Apparently there's a prism here and lights shining through.
These are the lower levels of the mechanics. It was here I learned that all the attributes of the different minerals could be harnessed by dividing the energy beam of the white crystal. The shortage of crystalline materials no longer hindered my work. With this knowledge, I was even able to isolate green crystal beams, the exact same energy ray that the ancient gateways use. This could suggest that there is a connection between this world and the origin of the ancient gateways. Focusing on my work helped me deal with the unbearable loneliness that started to consume my mind.
One thing I don't quite understand is, like, Maythorn talks about the loneliness and, you know, being completely alone and how that's eating away at his sanity. He could have left at any time, except for the fact that he decided to break the portal. Truth conquers all. Is that like vincit omnia veritas? Something like that. Latin is difficult. I would love to learn it, but there's also the fact that I would never use it for anything apart from making myself sound cool, and I would actually have to put some effort in to actually learn it. Okay, there's no gateway into this. There is, however, a lock. And I guess, okay, yeah, I cannot crack that. Like, I've been playing a little bit of The Long Dark recently, and there is in The Long Dark you can actually crack those kinds of locks by just slowly rotating them, and it will make a click. But in this instance, it actually wants me to press the button on the right number, which means that there are quite a few combinations. I don't feel like trying every single one of them out. Oh, there's actually more here. Let's go check this out. Because I don't know how to operate the mechanics yet. Okay, and this is just nothing. Is there any kind of a clue as to what I'm supposed to do? I think the clue was in the letter. The letter said that I learned that the attributes of the different minerals could be harnessed by dividing the energy beams of the white crystal. So is that something we need to do now? And this would also, like, this is basically the exact same idea, except that I think this is supposed to be light. But if you shine a light through a prism, what you end up doing is you're basically dividing the beam into a multiple different beams, technically, of different wavelength. And that's how you get colors. At least that's how I remember it working. It's been a while since I last studied physics. Okay. So I can, like, add these here into various... But, okay. This I cannot move down at all. What did I just do? I moved that there. Can I now go? Is the door open? It is not. However, this... Okay. Figuring out how to open the door, next step. Because I think that was in the... Okay, what happens if I put both of these here? Do these indicate anything? No. Okay, I do not know what that means, but I suppose good for us. Oh wait, is there a combination here that allows me... Oh wait. I think that indicates... yeah, wait. What? What happens if I press the reset switch? Okay, it doesn't mess with this, at least. So that would indicate that's... What about A? I'm not sure if that is what I intended to do. Okay, so now we know that this controls, or rather, this controls these things, and it reacts to these. Or rather, these react to these. It's confusing. Can I now move... So that's in A, and that is in C. Can I move that back? Oh yes, I can. I can move that back to B. Could I turn it? Also, this is now lit up. Can I turn this somehow, for example? What if I push that up to... is it this one? Okay, and this doesn't react in any way. And then if I get that back down to B... Has it turned, for example? No. There is an entrance here. That entrance is blocked, but this one is not. So if I could... Does it have an entrance? It has windows, but it does not have a proper door, at least as far as I can see. Okay, how about we figure out that door? I think that would be a nice thing. So that is nothing. Okay. Be nice to figure out like what this is doing. You can set it to 3 different or 4 different configurations. Okay, I think there may be more configurations here. Don't tell me that I need to, like, do some code breaking. Okay, we have figured out that we can, in fact... So can I remove stuff? I can replace stuff. Okay, how about we just have positive numbers here? I think this may be a thing where we can actually... no. Oh, there can... well... There aren't that many combinations here, so how about we just try to brute force them for a second. So let's start with the obvious not answer. Like, here's the problem. I don't really understand what the numbers mean.